Marine and turrets very easily. And yeah, Idra here still not confident enough, doesn't have enough troops to move out with this much Mutalisk still at the back of his base. He doesn't want to move out and potentially lose his natural expansion. So meanwhile, Xia0zl here doing a good job with his Mutalisk actually. He's buying the time he needs to get up to Hive Tech, and let's look into his base and see if he is indeed going for Hive. He's shoring up his defenses because he knows that Medic and Marine push is coming soon. And yes, he is going to Hive Tech, so he's bought himself, crucially, he's bought himself the time that every Zerg player needs to get that Hive Tech up and running with this Mutalisk harass. So good job so far from Xia0zl. Not doing the damage he could have done, but has bought himself the time that he needs. And let's see if he saturated his third expansion. Yes, he is saturating that third expansion as well. Idra here really needs to think about pushing out very soon, because if he doesn't push out and do some damage or some kind of harass with these Medic and Marine, he's going to find Hive Tech in his face very soon. There's going to be Dark Swarm, Plague, Ultralisk, and that's just no fun for Medic and Marines to deal with. It's not their kind of idea of playing around. The Mutalisk come here, pick off 2 more Marines. I love this Mutalisk micro. It's so fun to watch. Pioneered by July Zerg, of course, and every Zerg player these days utilizes it to their advantage. Meanwhile, let's take a look into Idra's base. Idra is getting the starport up, and he's researching Irradiate right now. Gonna have 1 science vessel coming out. I'm not sure if he has a second already. Meanwhile, just pumping out a lot of Marines from 5 barracks. He could use a couple more barracks. And he's getting a second engineering base, so he's thinking about getting those upgrades going as well. 1 damage so far for upgrades for Idra, and 1 damage for Mutalisk as well. So meanwhile, wow, Idra here getting repelled back still. Now he's pushing out, but gotta say that Xia0zl has used that high ground on King of the Hill, Return of the King, excuse me. Has used that high ground right here to his advantage for a very long time, and now he definitely has the Hive out, getting the Defiler Mound out, and going for Greater Spire as well. We don't see this very often, guys. Greater Spire can only mean that he's going for Guardians, I gotta assume. It can't be any other unit than Guardians in a TVZ at this point. And we'll see. Idra, I don't think, has scanned that. We'll take a look right now. Has Idra discovered that there are Guardians coming up? No, I don't think he does. And what the reveal map showed, that he hasn't exactly scouted Xia0zl at this point. So I don't think Idra knows that there are Guardians coming, and that could be deadly for Idra. Idra's going to need Goliaths or Wraiths to counter the Guardians, but he's still committing to this Medic and Marine Force, and at the same time getting Science Vessels. But he is moving to this 3rd expansion right here, and this whole time, wow, this whole time Xia0zl has not captured a 4th expansion. I would have thought that that he would have captured a 4th, but he has not, and now his 3rd expansion is vulnerable. Surprisingly though, Idra is pulling back. I'm not sure why he's not moving in, and the Guardians are morphing over this ridge, so Idra is not going to be able to take out this 3rd expansion. He's getting ballsy, he's getting gutsy. Even if he moves in, these Guardians should be able to make short work of the Medic and Marine. We'll see what's going to happen though. More Marines coming out for Idra. Idra at this point has 3 Science Vessels and has about 2 full control groups plus more of Medic and Marine. The Guardians slowly coming in from the back, creeping around the backside, and that's about a full control group of Guardians right there, guys. And they can definitely catch these Medic and Marine off guard. Perhaps Idra does see this. Yes, he does see it, and he's going to try to get out some Irradiates right now over the groups of Guardians. Yeah, Xia0zl is going to be able to move that Guardian out and keep it alive. And the Guardians are moving to the main base because Xia0zl knows that there's a huge ball of Medic and Marine outside his natural expansion, and he's gonna need to cover this. Otherwise, he's gonna lose this game. Now this is gonna be a critical point in the game. 2 Scourge coming out. The Science Vessels backing out very wisely and quickly for Idra. Idra keeping his Science Vessels alive, but there's so many Guardians in the air. The Scourge moving in takes out a Science Vessel, and Idra is in a lot of trouble here. Defiler's out as well. Wow. All I can say is wow. 3x wow. Because Idra, I gotta say, Idra took way too long pushing out. Either that or Xia0zl was a brilliant mastermind. Using that high ground with his Mutalisk, was able to delay Idra's push for so damn long that he was able to get all this Hive Tech out. And now Idra, Medic and Marines are just not going to cut it against this heavy Hive Tech running for Xia0zl. Xia0zl should think about going for a 4th expansion at this point, and perhaps Idra think about going for his 3rd as well. Idra here is going to need to get more Science Vessels at this point. I'm not sure why he's committing to more fire bats, and he's gonna need to get Wraiths or Goliaths, or he's just gonna need to get a lot more science vessels really to counter all of this heavy hive tech. I gotta expect these Hydras to morph to lurkers very soon, and really, it's very tough for Medic and Marine to deal with all of this high tech. We'll see what's gonna happen. Ling's flooding around the backside. We'll see if that's gonna go in for a flank or not. Guardians here moving in. The Irradiate does get off over the Guardians. These Guardians critically don't have a very good position over the Medic and Marine, so they are going to be taken out by Idra. Idra here able to macro up his army fairly quickly once again. And now Xia0zl could be in a bit of trouble, but he does have Dark Storm, so he's going to be able to defend and delay Idra once again. The Hydra's underneath the Dark Storm, so if Idra was smart here, he would move. No, he's got Fire Bats. Fire Bats going to be able to take out the Hydras. Now I see why he got the Fire Bats, expecting the Dark Storm very wisely. We do see Hydras coming in from the third under the Nidus here. And wow, Xia0zl could be in a lot of trouble. He might lose his hatchery here. Not good for Xia0zl. Xia0zl here. Wow, how could this have happened? He had it, really. He had Idra on the back foot. He took out Idra's initial entire army, but Idra just plowing through, powering through Xia0zl, and Xia0zl desperately here getting some lurker eggs on the ramp, trying to deny the Medic and Marine. But at this point, he's lost an entire mining expansion here. All the gas and minerals are gone. And this is not looking good for Xia0zl, guys. These Medic and Marine are about to encroach onto Xia0zl's main base, and that could be it for Xia0zl, guys. I just don't know how this game had turned around so quickly. Xia0zl really had this in the bag, but Idra macroed up very quickly. And I gotta say, one thing is that Xia0zl did not capture a 4th expansion. He was running at 3 bases for so long. If he had captured a 4th or even a 5th, this loss wouldn't have been so bad, this expansion right here. But seeing as how he didn't, he basically lost 33% of the economy when he could have lost a lot less. And really, I guess that's just GG coming out now. He just didn't capture the expansion when he should have, I feel. And really just running off a 3 base for far too long. But a good game nonetheless. Looks like Idra will take this, but it's going to come down to a 3rd game. And if Idra wins, he will go on to face the winner of Straylock and Yeba. So good game, very impressive from Idra. I gotta say, so far I'm very impressed by his play. My first time actually watching the foreign scene. And I'm gonna show you guys the statistics, of course. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the 3rd game, guys. Hopefully you guys are staying tuned and keeping in touch. HDstarcraft out to the 3rd game.